So what is resonance? Well, when we're resonating with someone, we're synchronizing with that other person with presence, warmth, and compassion. And that really feels good. When someone attunes to us, they really feel what we're going through and they meet us with compassion. The natural tendency is to relax because we all really want to be seen, especially when we're hurting. And most of the time, when we have wounds that were suppressed, what happened was we weren't met with compassion. We weren't really seen and we weren't supported in what we were moving through. And that's why the emotion or the experience was more than we could manage. And the only option was to suppress it. So in this work, we are attuning to ourselves, to the very part of us that's hurting, with the orientation that no matter how ugly the judgment, how awful the feeling, just how dark and sinister, how much self-doubt, we are going to meet ourselves with the assumption that it makes sense that we feel this way. Now, let's clarify. Not all of you feels this way, even though that part could blow up and take over most of your mind and most of your conscious awareness at a particular time. There's a part of you that feels that way. And it's as these self-doubts and as these wounds arise in your day-to-day experience, this practice is about tuning in. Now, that's really the last thing most of us want to do. When we're full of doubt or full of shame or full of just any uncomfortable feeling, we don't really want to tune into it. We want to distract ourselves from it so that we can function. And what I have learned and what I'm suggesting to you is that the best way to function is to actually meet that part, get really curious about what is going on. In my case, I'd say for her, what is happening inside me? And if I come with, oh my God, not this again. How could I be this? How could I be thinking this again? I will alienate that part and, she'll oscillate between trying to get my attention and screaming louder or getting more suppressed and coming out in some other way. Instead, if I can say, okay, I see that you're feeling really sad right now or really scared right now. And wait and feel, what is actually going on for that part of your body? And how can we speak to that part of ourselves so that that part feels seen? So what we're doing is we're taking our healthy adult self, which Sarah calls your resonant self, your resonant witness, and we are using that part to meet the wounded part. And effectively, the way I've always seen it is that that healthy part is holding space, doing some kind of nurturing, not reassuring, nurturing, to reparent the wounded part. So everything that's happening makes sense based on our previous experience. So when we learn this way to respond to ourselves as we move through a very normal range of negative thoughts and feelings, instead of pushing ourselves away or judging ourselves, further, we're going to find a way to soften and relax our nervous system and retrain our brain to, be more at ease, even amidst all this stressful material that arises, particularly when there's any trauma in your past.